Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It is yours truly, Duroc Crip. What's happening with all my people out there in the free world today? It is an absolute pleasure to be back here amongst my roundtable family. You know what I mean? As I bring y'all another crazy prison story. All right, now I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. I'm gonna go ahead and run through this story real quick. You know what I mean? And let y'all get back to doing y'all day. You feel me? But look, man, this incident took place in the year 2007, okay, in New Folsom State Prison. Okay, now this situation involved the homie Danny Boy from Altadena Blocc, Trouble Trey from Altadena Blocc, and myself. Okay, now Danny Boy had got into a mini riot with some white boys. Actually, he got attacked by I think 2 to 3 white boys. He was on his way out to the yard, and for whatever reason, he ended up getting caught up in the rotunda with these white men, and they decided to take off on him for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So bam, while they taking off on Danny Boy, the homie Fumpy, shout out to the homie Fumpy, Rick Dog from Insane Crip, Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? Bro was just walking out the building when they attacked Danny Boy. And just so happened he was aware enough to walk slow because he felt like the energy wasn't right. This is how he tell it to me. So he was like, yeah, man, something told me to walk slow. I start walking slow. Bam. I hear the scuffling. As soon as I hear the scuffling, I'm back up in there before they able to close the door. Because like I said, he was walking out the building. And I believe they was the last ones to go out. So the COs closed the building up once everybody is gone. So bam. Right when they was getting ready to close that door, he make it back up in there because he hear the scuffling. You know what I'm saying? Now, Fumby ain't no little dude. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Fumby's a big dude. Big light-skinned nigga, right? So bam. He go up in there and get cracking. He dropping the white boys. Bing, 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 bing. Knock one out. Bing, 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 bing. Knock another one out. You know what I'm saying? The other one get up and try to thump with him. He whoop him, right? So bam, he do all this by himself. And now there was some Bay Area dudes that was out there that did not participate, left the homies for dead. You know what I'm saying? And Fumby saved the day. Fumby actually saved Danny Boy's life. So bam. Now, Danny Boy is in the cell with Trouble Trey when this go down. You know what I mean? And when he get attacked, when Danny Boy get attacked, now when something like that happen, bro, you supposed to get all your, if they gonna move you to a different yard or a different building or any of that, they go pack up all your property and make sure you get all your stuff. All your stuff go with you. So bam, they go to get his stuff. Trouble Trey done locked up on everything. You know what I'm saying? He even had Danny Boy's personal pictures of his family. You know what I'm saying? CDs, radio, clothes, shoes. He kept all this man's property, something that you were never supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially to a righteous homie. Why this dude chose to do that, I don't know. I don't know, man. But I can say at that time, Trouble Trey was indulging in a lot of medication. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him ended up becoming cellies after that happened. I specifically wanted to get him in the cell and give him a DP for his non-performance because we felt like the whole collective felt like he should have got cracking because that day when Danny Boy got attacked, Trouble Trey was in school. He was in class and he was in there with some white boys. So we felt like because he found out what had happened. He found out that it was a cellie that got attacked by some white boys. We do know that. And you're out with some, you would think he would have got cracking on one of them that was in school with him, but he didn't. So, and then on top of that, you lock up on Danny Boy's property, right? Now, I personally, that the homies had already, as a collective, was trying to have meetings on Trouble Trey. They wanted to actually jump rank and just go and knock him down, right? You had dudes volunteering to do this. So I'm the one speaking up, the voice speaking up, like, nah, y'all can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we have meetings about this, about that, bam. So they like, all right, well, make sure Danny Boy get his stuff, bro. And then that dude got to leave the yard. He can't stay. You know what I'm saying? Because of this, and that. I'm like, all right. So bam. I'm hollering at Trouble Trey, bro. Look, you got to give up Danny Boy's property. Danny Boy sent me a letter specifically telling me, look, bro, Trouble Trey got all my stuff, even my personal pictures, everything, right? Get all my stuff from him. I don't want him having none of my stuff. I'm showing Trouble Trey the letter, as well as everybody else. He's still being rebellious, like, nah, I'm not giving up nothing and this and that and blah, 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 right? So that's making it even worse for him. So now everybody know Danny Boy sent me the letter telling me to collect his stuff from Trouble Trey. You know what I'm saying? And Trouble Trey is going against the script. You know what I'm saying? Like he's bigger than the program, like he was stealing bro stuff. You know what I mean? A penitentiary thief is not tolerated at all. You know what I mean? To make it even worse, you're doing it to your own homeboy. That's the way we looking at it, right? So bam, it was the verdict came down. He got to go. Give up, get bro stuff. He got to go. Period. So bam. Once I holler at him, I show him the letter, and he refused me. Okay, I got to be the one to get him. So bam. I remember going out to the yard one morning, and I believe it was me and Strange from Trey 57 walking around the track, and we seen, right? Now, I'm not finna go on no kamikaze mission. You know what I'm saying? I've been on missions before, quite a few of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not no dummy. My thing is to do what I need to do and get away with it, right? So we seen it's just not the right time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that one failed. So then another day, I seen him out on the yard. Hey man, check it out. We walking around the track. I'm giving him another opportunity to give up Danny Boy stuff, and he's still on what he's on. So I'm like, okay, this dude, he gonna basically steal from the homie. You got his personal pictures and all that. Like, who does that, bro? So bam. Now, New Folsom is built cold, like I told y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? When you on the main yard, because there's two different yards on one yard, but it's separated by a wall, and then a walk through where it's the most deadliest area in New Folsom, in my opinion, because when you walk through it, you got a gun tower up here, gun tower up here. It's a big gate with that they control, that they open, and y'all walk through it, and it's just like a tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And the gun towers is back there. So if somebody wanted to stab you or do anything, that was a deadly spot to me. So bam, I wanted to get him in there. But even in there, it wasn't an appropriate time to do it, right? I was gonna stab him for thievery. So bam, I remember us walking through there. I'm looking around. I'm like, I can't do it right here. Can't do it. Just so happened that day was a gang of police out roaming around on the yard. So bam, we go stand in front of I think it was building 4, right? Standing up against the wall. A couple of the homies from A-Trade Gangster were standing right there. Right? They standing right there. So I'm standing right here. Trouble Trey is standing to my right. So on camera to y'all, that would be right here, over here, right? So bam, I'm talking to him about Danny Boy's property. The whole time I didn't pull my knife out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm standing a certain way with my arms crossed with the knife. This is the knife, right? With the knife tucked. And I'm standing like this while he's talking. He don't know that I got the knife in my hand. So bam. So I asked him, like, for the last time, I'm like, so you just gonna keep Danny Boy property? You're not gonna, you seen the letter and all that, you know what I'm saying? You gonna ignore what he said in the letter, right? He like, man, I'm not giving up nothing and this and that and whoop, 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 whoop. And as soon as he said that, I just spent on him. Bow! Right? Now, like I said, I've been on missions before. You know what I mean? Many of them. In this case right here, either God was on his side that day, or you know what I'm saying? Because even to this day, I am baffled by when I spent on him to go and stab him, right? Somehow, some way, he don't get stabbed. But I made contact with him, right? And the knife wasn't small. I made full-fledged contact with him right in his face, right? But the knife don't stab him. Don't know how. But when I make contact with him, bow, he fall back. He was holding a notebook full of papers. He had just got out of his education class. So he's walking with a folder with a gang of paper in it, right? So when I hit him, bam, he fall back and the papers fly up in the air everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So he fall back and fall to the ground, bam. And he like kind of dazed. So now I'm finna go finish him off, right? So when I go to finish him off, mind you, I told you it was a gang of police out that day on the yard. One of them was down like a little ways from us, but he seen the commotion, especially when that paper flew up in the air the way that it did. With a gang of paper. Flew all in the air, I swear, like a movie. So bam, when I go to finishing, one of the bros from A Trey standing behind me like, Crip, don't do it, don't do it. Like the police on y'all, right? That's what I looked up and I seen that police, he seen it. He seen everything, but see, they was dirty there. You know what I'm saying? He seen what was happening. He was watching to see if I was going to finish him. But when I noticed that he was watching the whole thing, I stopped. Once I stopped, Trouble Trey still down on the ground. So bam, I spin off and walk back to my building, right? So when I get back down in front of my building, Strange and them from Trey 57, they all out there, right? So bam, we down there talking. Trouble Trey, I guess that police had walked over to him and told him just leave, right? So he leave. So bam, fast forward, 2 days go by. One morning, I'm going out to the yard, right? Normal shit, normal. Going out to the yard. When I walk out my cell and I'm walking through the day room, as soon as I get into the rotunda part, right? That's a little hallway. That same police that seen that peep what was going on, he's standing in there. He don't usually be in there like that at all. This dude was an OG dude, been working New Folsom for years, right? He's standing in there, but the whole time, he watching me the whole time. While I'm walking out and I'm looking at him, I'm watching him peep me, right? He watching me the whole time, right? So that should have let me know, but I didn't, think nothing of it like that. So as soon as I walk out the building, I'm getting searched. They search me, pat me down, bam. While I'm getting patted down, I see Trouble Trey hit the corner. I'm like, oh, this what this about. That's why this fool up in my building. That's why that police in my building. He set it up to where Trouble Trey can come get his get back on me, right? Now, Trouble Trey wasn't no buster. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong. Like I said, when I moved him in the cell with me to DP him, he fought back and all that. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation right here, man, I bullshit you. Dude came, right? I see him hit the corner while I'm getting searched. I'm like, oh, okay, this a play. Police tried to line me up, right? So bam. As soon as they finished patting me down, I put my gloves on. I'm walking this way, he's walking this way. As soon as we got up on each other, we lock up. Right? He fighting. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Then somehow he end up on the ground. Bam. So he had some dreadlocks. I grabbed him by his dreadlocks and I'm dragging him, just socking him. Pow, pow, pow. So I turn him and flip him over and I jump on top of him, right? I'm sitting on top of him, just drilling him. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Police run over there. That one that was in there that peeped everything that went down, right? He's the first one run out there. He beat me on my leg with the horrid billy club, right? Beat me, right? Trying to get me off Trouble Trey, right? So all the other police run over there. Now I got 3 police on this side, 2 on this side. They both sides beat me on both of my legs with them horrid billy clubs, right? So bam, I'm not really feeling it at that time. I feel them hit me hard, but I'm not feeling because my adrenaline going. I'm fighting. I'm in the midst of fighting. This is battle. So bam. After that, break it up. We go to once I make it to the hole, they take me on the court, on the golf cart. Once I hopped off that golf court, my legs was on fire from all them beatings that they put on my leg with them billy clubs. I was barely able to walk. You feeling me? I was like, oh my God. But yeah, man, I ended up going to the hole for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Trouble Trey wasn't no punk. You know, he just had an issue coming because he tried to lock up on Danny Boy's property. Shout out to the homie Danny Boy and shout out to Trouble Trey. You know what I'm saying? Danny Boy, if you're able to check this video out, you know I tell no lies. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring y'all that crazy story. You know what I'm saying about homies, you know having to do what they have to do, man. You know what I'm saying? In regards to somebody being in violation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to Altadena Bloccs again. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the homies that was up there. You know what I mean? And new folks I'm with me. You know what I'm saying? Humpty Hump, Southside Village, my low. You know what I'm saying? Lil Sin, Trey 57, Big Demon, Trey 57. You know what I mean? And so many others, man. But look, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm taking up enough of y'all time. I appreciate y'all coming to this round table, man, hearing this crazy prison story. You know, I hope I was able to not just entertain y'all, but give y'all a little bit of education about certain things that go on in the war and how people be putting themselves in the twist. You know what I'm saying? And placing themselves in a position to get politicked on. Getting politicked on ain't never good. I don't even like politicking at all, period. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you find yourself in the midst of situations where, especially when I was younger and coming up in here, you know what I'm saying? Find yourself in the middle and thrust right into, you know what I mean? Having to put a DP down or some work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's prison life. Yeah, man. But on that note, I'm gonna let y'all get back to doing what y'all was doing. I appreciate y'all, man, for showing up for me yet again. Nothing but love and respect to all y'all. Till the next time we meet at this round table, Triple Gang.